Hey, good evening, guys. It's Karan here, and today we're gonna scheme through some major and minor currency pairs to find where the next high probability tradable opportunities, swing opportunities are lining up. What is the storyline for the upcoming week? So let's go. We're starting from the classic Dixie dollar index. This is the last resistance level, support level that break below, close below, turn into a resistance. And from last 2 months, we are rejecting from it, but in the month of September, we cleared this low and closed like this, where we are closing above the low of the previous bearish month. So this is my HPL based on that context. The last weekly candle after this bullish impulsive week, the last weekly candle is a like insider bar. It's not clearing anything, it's not going anywhere. So what we can expect for the upcoming week is price to open and trade back lower towards this low or maybe even this low before it start pushing towards upside, right? Okay, so we are expecting price to go lower. This is my HPL 4 hour time frame. In 4 hour time frame, where is the last flip? This is the first question that we need to ask. Where is the last flip? This is the last flip, and price closed below this, retested this level, and we're right now stuck here. So it's possible for the next daily candle to open, trade back a little higher to create the wick and then drop low. Yeah, it's quite possible. Uh, yep. So what I'm looking for, I'm waiting for something like this. So we're bearish in Dixie for short term, bullish in long term. We're expecting this high to get cleared. So let's see what's going on in Euro USD. Bearish Dixie, that simply means bullish Euro, and the storyline is pretty much similar. You can see that this is the last resistance area that turned into support. Right now price is bouncing higher from it. We already cleared this internal range buy side liquidity, and we closed like a doji candle where we closed below the high of the previous bullish month. So based on this context, we need to target towards this low in short term. But if we drop our in weekly time frame, what we're seeing that the last weekly candle was an insider bar. So what we can target, I'm expecting for the next week price to go higher and clear this high. So this is my short term HPL. This is the nearest one, so I'm waiting for price to clear this before it drop and clear this to go above. I don't know either price will go above or not, but I want to clear it first, then clear this low. So what's going on in daily time frame, by the way? In daily time frame, we are stuck somewhere around here. Uh, where is the last flip? We are already above this area, and I'm gonna look for long towards this high, right? So let's see what's going on in 4 hour. In the 4 hour, where is the last flip? I can spot this level, which is already playing out towards upside. Beautiful. So I will be waiting for the next London session to look for longs. I will look for longs and target towards this previous weekly high. So let's see how it unfolds. So that's my view on Euro USD. Uh, let's see what's going on in GU. Pretty much same storyline maybe. Yep. This is the last resistance area that turned into support. We are currently above it. The last monthly candle giving us an indication that the previous monthly low. What the fuck? Wait a minute. I just dropped VWAP, I think. Yep. Okay. So the last monthly low is our HPL. Perfect. But at the same time, we are trading above this previous resistance that's now support. So it's possible for price to keep continue making new higher high towards this high, right? So let's see what's going on in weekly time frame. The last weekly candle was a bullish one, and inside a bar. Definitely, this is my HPL. Price can easily trade back higher after opening, creating a little wick, and then price can easily trade towards previous weekly high. Perfect. In daily time frame, we just cleared this all internal range sell side liquidities in this move. Even though it seems like it's safe, but if we drop off Fibonacci on this move, we are already trading above 38.2. Perfect. So what we're looking for where is the last flip in 4 hour. Uh, this is a flip obviously, and this is another flip which is retested, and right now we're trading towards upside. Perfect. So on the next London session tomorrow, what I will be waiting for price to correct a little, show us sign that it really wants to go higher, then I will love to take a long and target towards this previous monthly high. Even though it seems like this is giving us a break of structure, but I don't, I'm not feeling like that price can easily reverse from this level. And the current strength is pretty much bullish. Like you can see that price cleared a very significant swing low, and after that price is strongly moving towards the upside. So this is a high probability liquidity for me, so I'm looking for longs in GU. So let's see what's going on in other pairs. Gold is moving crazy at near all-time highs. Come on. You know what, I started my trading journey when gold was somewhere around here. Yep, July 2018. It is long time since then. The best decision on that time actually taking a fat ass long position in gold and holding it throughout my life. But okay, just kidding. Don't take it serious. So in monthly time frame, we are already above the previous monthly high. In weekly time frame, the last weekly candle was very strongly bullish, and it seems like this is our HPL, which is definitely gonna get cleared in the first few hours of the Monday market open. And the last daily candle was an insider bar, and it's possible for the next daily candle to open, and during Asian trading hours it can easily clear this high. If it failed to clear this high during the first few hours of the Monday, during the Asian hours of Monday, then I will definitely love to go long in this during London session. So for now I'm skipping this, but I will love to long it if I get any opportunity before price move above this level. So let's see what's going on the next pair. UJ. UJ is another interesting one. Definitely something where we can go long. This is a really interesting area of resistance. Price is currently rejecting from it beautifully. And after creating this bullish impulsive month, I was thinking, man, we're definitely gonna trade above this highs now. But look, we're stuck inside this range from last 3 months almost. And the last monthly candle was a bullish one. We cleared this previous monthly low and then closed above. So that definitely this is becoming my HPL, high probability liquidity, based on this context. And if we drop out into the weekly time frame, price cleared the previous weekly low, which is actually crazy because I was not expecting this from UJ. Price dropped all the way below 61.8. In Dixie, our bias is bearish, but UJ is giving me like vibes of bullishness. So it's gonna be a little confusing for me. It's gonna be a little confusing for me, guys. If I want to take a UJ long as a swing position right now, the best stop loss that I can place in this whole structure is this low. And definitely it's not gonna give me a good risk to reward ratio. And the holding period will also be so long. So I'm not looking for longs right now here. I'm a little confused on this one, but let's see what's the daily candle showing us. After this impulsive drop towards downside, and this weekly candle closing as a strong bearish one, this weekly candle giving me a vibe that it's possible for next weekly candle to open, create a wick, drop below the previous weekly low, and then give us the sign of like price can go higher. Okay, and in the daily time frame context, uh, it's still bullish. It's still bullish. It's showing me that the next. Okay, uh, okay, I'm gonna look for shorts in this. Okay, I'm not gonna look for longs for now. I will wait for price to correct a little higher towards this kind of level, and if after that price give me any kind of strong structural break or trend change, I will definitely love to short it towards this low, the previous weekly low. But at the same time, I'm feeling that it's highly possible that the previous weekly low will not get cleared. Yeah, it's possible because the monthly context is pretty much strongly bullish. Okay, I'm confused in this one. I'm skipping this for now. uh AU, the last monthly candle was a strongly bullish one, and the new monthly candle open created this week, and right now is trying to go above. This is the last resistance that going to turn into support, but we are currently stuck inside this zone. In weekly time frame, um yeah, the weekly context is pretty much bullish. Like if we drop off Fibonacci on this impulsive move, we are above 38.2, which is lining up with this area, and we can refine it, I think. Yep. Okay, we are standing above 38.2. So it's possible for the new weekly candle to open, cause a little correction, and then start moving towards upside. Okay. So in daily context, I'm spotting the first thing that I'm spotting is this fair value gap. This internal range sell side liquidity in the form of fair value gap. But if price drop below this level, it's also it's gonna also gonna make the price action overall bearish. So what I'm gonna do? So let's see what's going on in the context of 4 hour. We break above this zone. Overall structure seems like pretty using actually. We are above 38.2. Okay, on the next session, I know that price can easily trade back lower towards these kind of levels. Okay, and being mindful of that event, I will look for long opportunity from at around this level towards this highs, towards this internal range buy side liquidity, and obviously this high, this previous monthly high. And at the same time, I will be aware of this fact that it's possible for price to drop and correct a little more downside towards 61.8. In both cases, I will be waiting for proper confirmations like strong structural shift in 15-minute or 1 hour time frame before I like decide to get involved into this trade. Okay, so that's my views on AUD USD. I'm gonna look for longs tomorrow London session, but I will keep this in mind that this scenario is also high probable. Okay, so so NZD USD monthly time frame. We're bearish into this one. Yeah, completely. we know that there's a high correlation between AU and NU, but at the same time, this is giving us a complete different vibe. This is the previous resistance previous support, which is gonna turn into a resistance, and this is the new monthly candle. This is the previous monthly candle, and it seems like it's highly possible for the new monthly candle to find a rejection from it and go below this previous monthly low. In daily time frame, we are already rejecting from this level, which is lining up with this fair value gap. Uh, the last week when I was making analysis video on this one, I spotted that there is still room for price to breathe a little more upside, like towards 38.2, and that's what I'm gonna wait for. If I find any strong rejection from 38.2, I will after spotting any strong rejection from this kind of levels, I will love to go short in NU, but for now I'm skipping this. Last week I was short on this one on Friday, and I was expecting the NFP to come out like bullish for Dixie, but for US government shutdown, the NFP was not released, and I closed my position with around 0.1%, like 0.1 hour negative. And for the next week, I'm expecting price to go above the previous weekly high. Okay, I'm expecting price to go above the previous weekly high and show us rejections from it. Okay, the previous setup is completely invalid right now. So let's see what's next. USD CHF. In USD CHF, the environment is pretty bearish, very bearish. This is giving me a vibe of HPL, which is lining up with my Dixie short-term bearish view. In weekly time frame, we are closing like this, and we can expect the new weekly candle to open and trade back lower towards the previous weekly low, and maybe a little lower towards this low too. But for now, I'm just taking this previous weekly low. And the USD CHF, the last daily candle was a bearish one. I think I need to fix something with my mic. Like, yeah, there are some noise coming from my breath, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so in daily time frame, it's beautifully rejecting from this right now. And on the next London session, I will love to short it after seeing a little corrective phase upside. So let's see what's going on in 4 hour time frame. Where is the last flip? The last flip is somewhere around here, and yeah, it's possible for price to give us a good setup. Like, yeah, if this is a break of structure towards downside, and if we drop off Fibonacci on this impulsive move which is going on, we can expect for price to correct back a little higher towards 38.2 and then drop lower. And that's what I will be waiting for. I will be waiting for price to go a little higher and clear this internal range buy side liquidities first. It's a little confusing because we don't have any proper levels at around this level. This is the only level that I have which is already mitigated or tested. And definitely the HPL is strong and high probable. But where to get actually involved into this trade is not that clear. I will definitely keep USD CHF in my watch list, but I don't know like how I'm gonna execute it actually. If I find any strong, like, I will only have to rely on fib level while executing this position actually. It's possible for price to show us a little more downside move before it start moving higher. So yeah, if I find any kind of strong rejection from this level in 4 hour, 1 hour, 15-minute structure, I will love to look for short in USD CHF. Perfect. Oopsie. Okay, USD CAD. Last week I missed this move. That was a pretty bad stop loss placement. This is something definitely I learned from, like, place your stop loss a little wisely. That's gonna be my motto for the next week. Whatever we are targeting for this high, this is a clear buy side HPL. At the same time, the last weekly candle was bullish, even though we are closing below the high of the previous month's high. So which is not giving us a really strong bullish bias, but it's bullish. It's possible. I think we can get like flip setup, one of my favorite setup. I always discuss about it in almost all my videos. Price flipping the 78.6% level, like the opposite side. So that's what we're getting right now. After closing above 78.6, we are retesting towards 71.6 and rejecting from it. And right now we have to target towards this high. So based on that context, we can actually look for longs into this one. This is the last resistance that turned into support. For the next day, what I'm gonna look for, I'm gonna wait for price to correct a little lower, clear the previous daily low, and then show us a bullish strength. Then we can go long into this one. But at the same time, it is actually a contradictory setup with my Dixie view. So I have to be a little careful with it. Okay. Based on this context, I'm basically looking for a golden ratio trade. So I'm expecting price to reject from 61.8 level, and I'm expecting price to give me some intraday structural shift in 15 minute, 1 hour, or 4 hour. And if price gave me any kind of bullish structural shift, then I will definitely love to position myself for a long, and I will be targeting towards this high. So that's my views on CAD. Let's see what's going on in GBP JPY. It is dropping at this time. Actually, EU is more interesting than GJ. Sorry, EJ is more interesting than GJ right now. Uh, Look at this. This high looks so promising. Like, it seems like it's definitely gonna clear this highs, right? So it's definitely one of uh, my favorite kind of setups where we are so near to the HPL, closing as a bullish candle, and then on the next candle we are making something like this. Like, we're correcting back, clearly creating wick, and right now we're ready to push higher trade towards this HPL. And in weekly time frame, if we drop off Fibonacci on this impulsive move, we are already above 38.2. Yeah, I think I can go long in this. Yep, these are my previous positions. I actually closed my this position. Like, I was holding it for a long time, and I decided to close it somewhere around here. This was my scale in, so it was enough for me. Like, price cleared this high and showing us this rejection. Like, I was not like, I was thinking, okay, man, I'm in a scaling position, enough profit for now, and I can't handle more drawdowns right now. At that at time, I was a little drawdown, so yeah, that was an emotional decision, but that was a good decision because after that, price corrected back lower all the way towards my entry point. Right now, we are seeing something like this. Oh, perfect. So let's see what's going on in 4 hour time frame. In 4 hour time frame, honestly, even though the last weekly candle is strongly bearish, and it's possible for the EU to clear the previous weekly low, but from like, if you just look a little backward, you can see After this is a pretty common setup for you, like a weekly candle closing as a bearish one with a tight like big wick, and then the previous weekly low never get cleared and price keep moving towards upside. That's a classic pattern here. Yeah, at least in this move. So expect what we can expect for uh, bullish move from the starting of the week. Next week, uh, I will be waiting for long setups at around this level. Right now, nothing is clear. This level is already rejecting towards upside, but still, I will be waiting for some good setups. And then, if I find anything interesting, I will position myself for a long, and I will target towards this HPL. So that's my views on EJ. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. And I hope you are gonna go. This week is gonna be a really great week for everyone. So yeah, if you have any queries, I'm sorry for the noise. Okay, I know my mic is freaking bad, and I need to fix this. Okay, and see you soon. And if you have any trade ideas, please feel free to drop that in our community chat room, Coffee Addict Traders. I will love to see that. Okay, so see you soon. Have a great day.